So we said that once a model is trained and tested, we have to evaluate its performance and effectiveness. In this lecture, we want to explore the metrics that we use to evaluate the performance and effectiveness of a classification machine learning model. We already know that in classification, the target value is either 1 or 0. That gives us 4 combinations. So if the predicted value is 1 and the actual value is 1, we call it a true positive. But if the actual value is negative, we call that a false positive. If the predicted value is 0, but the actual value is 1, that is a false negative. But if the actual value is 0, that is a true negative. This matrix is called a confusion matrix. So the metrics that we have for evaluating the classification models is first accuracy, which calculates the proportion of correctly classified instances. Simply, it is the total number of true positives and true negatives to the total number of predictions. The next metric is precision. It is the proportion of true positives among all positive predictions. It focuses on the model's ability to not mistakenly view negatives as positives. A high precision value indicates the model has made fewer false positive predictions. To calculate predictions, we divide the true positives to sum of true positives and false positives. The third metric is called recall. Recall measures the model's ability to not mistakenly view the positives as negatives. Recall is calculated with dividing true positives to the sum of true positives and false negatives. The last metric is called F1. It is the harmonic mean of precision and recall and provides a balanced evaluation of the model's performance. It is useful when dealing with an imbalanced dataset. For example, if in a given dataset 10% are true positive and 90% are, for example, false negatives, then recall and precision may not be accurate. So we use F1 to give a more accurate estimate of the performance of the model. F1 is calculated as 2 multiplied at precision multiplied at recall divided by sum of precision and recall. Let's see these in an example. So we have 10 data points. We have given these data points to a machine learning model and it has generated 10 predictions. You see the actual values in left side column and the predicted values in the right side column. So we have 4 true positives, 4 rows that actual and predicted values are 1. We have 1 true negative, which is the actual value must be 0 and predicted value must be 0. We have 3 false positive, which is that the predicted value is 1, but the actual value is 0. And we have 2 false negatives, which is that the predicted number is 0, but the actual value is 1. To calculate accuracy, we sum true positive and true negative and divide it by 10, which gives us 0.5. To calculate precision, we divide the true positives, which is 4, to a number of positive predictions, which is the sum of true positives and false positives, and that is 4 plus 3 equal to 7. It gives us 0.57. To calculate recall, we divide true positives to sum of true positives and false negatives. True positives is 4, false negatives is 2, so it will be 4 divided by 4 plus 2 gives us 0.66. To calculate F1, we just do 2 multiply at 0.57 multiply at 0.66 divided by sum of 0.5 and 0.66, and that gives us 0.61.